Today, I'm sharing with you the 5 things you need to know to stop your dog from peeing in the house. Let's go. The first thing you need to focus on is management. This means we're controlling your puppy's environment so that they don't just have free reign of the house, and we're setting them up for success and preventing accidents from happening in the first place. Whenever you're unable to supervise your puppy like a hawk, meaning keeping both eyes on them 100% of the time, we need to use things like crates, exercise pens, and baby gates so that we can manage where our puppy goes in our home. Dogs thrive on management. If they don't have full access to the house, it's less likely that they're going to wander off and pee somewhere where we don't want them to. If you need help getting your puppy to love their crate, we have a video on that as well. Think of management as a way to prevent mistakes from happening. We're going to train your puppy where to go, but that takes time. So as we're in that process, we want to manage. It's temporary, but so effective. If your dog isn't practicing having accidents, then guess what? They're not forming a habit of having accidents. Instead, they're actually forming a habit of holding it and then waiting to go until they're in the appropriate potty area. Number 2 is create a routine. Dogs are creatures of habit, and having a solid routine can be really beneficial. This means taking your dog to their potty area at consistent times throughout the day. So after meals, naps, or playtime, take them to the potty area. Anytime your puppy changes activity, take them out for a potty break. And sweet little Bella right here gets up from her nap and she's ready to get on her 4 paws and go play, we're headed to the potty area first. For puppies, this might mean every 30 minutes to 1 to 2 hours. For older dogs, it could be anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. As your dog matures, that time will increase between potty break intervals. So be consistent and take your puppy out regularly so that they learn the pattern. Stick to the schedule and soon your puppy will be anticipating the potty break and they'll hold it until it's time to go. Number 3 is pay attention to time. How long your dog can hold it depends on their age and size. A general rule of thumb that works well is 1 month for 1 hour. So a 3-month-old puppy can likely hold it for 3 hours, a 4-month-old puppy for 4 hours, a 2-month-old puppy, that 8-week-old puppy, probably 2 hours during the day, and that's somewhere where they're confined and they're not just going to wander off and pee somewhere. So if your puppy's up and playing, moving around, drinking water, I would take them out every 20 to 30 minutes. But if they're in a crate or a small confined space and they're willing to hold it until you get back to them, they can hold it for about 2 hours. So again, that general rule of thumb is your puppy can hold it for 1 hour for every month old that they are. If my dog's in a crate, I'm making sure no matter their age that they're getting a break every 3 to 4 hours. If your dog drinks a lot of water or they've just eaten their meal, take them outside. It's unfair to expect them to hold it, especially right after they've eaten and had a drink of water. Set a timer or an alarm to remind you. It's better to take your puppy out more often than not enough. This prevents accidents. Start by keeping your dog in a 1-room area while you're supervising. When they can keep that 1 room clean with 0 accidents, then we can add a 2nd room and a 3rd and a 4th and so on. Keeping them initially in that 1-room area will help you know exactly where they are when that timer goes off and you need to get them outside fast. And you'll know when it's appropriate to increase the time increments between taking your puppy out to the potty area simply because you have an eye on them. Number 4 is pay attention to signs that your dog needs to go. Common signals include sniffing the floor, pacing back and forth, turning in circles. They might even go paw at your door or sit at your door, maybe even bark at the door if they've learned that that's what needs to happen next, is they need to get to that potty area. So watch for these signs and signals that your dog needs to go and then help them get outside to that potty area as fast as you can. At my house, I like to teach my dogs to ring bells that they need to get outside to go to the bathroom. So here at Baxter & Bella, I can teach you exactly how to do that with your dog if you're interested. If you catch your dog showing any of these signs, be proactive, take them outside immediately. A tip for you is to keep a basic house line or simple leash attached to your puppy. It makes it much easier to keep track of where they're going and what they're doing throughout the day. You'll also be able to quickly guide them to the potty area when it's time. So you've taken your puppy outside and they don't go. That's okay, that can happen. Here's why. Puppies are movement magnets, so sometimes we take them outside for a potty break and a bird flies by, or they see a little leaf blowing in the grass and they get distracted and they forget what they came out here to do in the first place. So that's why I advise bringing your puppy outdoors on a leash or creating a little exercise pen outdoors or wherever you want your puppy to go to the bathroom so that they're contained in a 4 by 4 foot area. That way they can focus on what they're supposed to do, the task at hand, right, of going to the bathroom. And we can wait until they go to then let them out of the pen or take them off their leash, and then they can run through the yard and play, and they won't forget what they were out there to do. To keep it simple, when you bring your puppy outside, give them 3 to 5 minutes to go. That should be plenty of time if they actually need to go. If in that time frame they don't go to the bathroom, they probably don't need to go. We can take them back inside, keep them on a leash tethered to us, or put them in a crate or pen for 10-15 minutes, and then we'll bring them outside again to try again. So again, short little trips outside, give them time to go 3 to 5 minutes. If they don't go, take them back in, watch them like a hawk, try again in 10 to 15 minutes until you get that success. When you get that success, that is the safest time to then bring your puppy inside and play with them. A common question I get is, how do I introduce my dog to the rest of my house? Right after your puppy goes potty, it's a perfect time to bring them into other areas in your home, get out some toys, get out things they love to play with, and spend time in the other rooms of your home. The more time you spend in other rooms of your home, the faster that they realize, oh, these are my living spaces, not my potty spaces. As you're doing this, keep track of time. With a puppy, they need to go often, so watch for their body signals that they need to go to the bathroom, or return them to their pen or crate when you can't keep your eye on them 100% of the time. Number 5 is keep it positive. High fives, Baxter. Yeah, that's a good dog. Always keep it positive when your puppy goes potty in the right place. You can give them a food reward, you can mark yes and pay them with petting or whatever they love. If they like to play with toys, let them play a little game next. Grab something they like and toss it so they can chase it or play a little game of tug. We want to make sure that going potty in the appropriate place means time to throw a party. We're super proud of you. High fives. You can give high fives, yeah, and shakes. Good girl. So keep it positive with your dog. This creates a strong association with going to the bathroom in the right spot, whether it's your private backyard or it's an indoor potty area because you live in an apartment. We want to make sure that we're positively reinforcing our dog's potty behavior when they go in the right spot. This way, they'll learn faster what we want them to do, and the house training process will go much more quickly. Realize accidents happen. It's a given. We're going to do our best to prevent them, but if your puppy does have an accident, number 1, do not punish them. Make sure that you just remind yourself, hey, I've got to keep a better eye on my puppy, and then make sure you clean it up thoroughly. So you want to grab some paper towels, you want to grab some urine eliminator. I happen to have some from Potty that I really like. And you're going to put this on the accident spot, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then soak up as much as you can and vacuum over it until that smell is completely gone. Remember, patience and consistency are key. You and your dog are learning every step of the way, and you can do this. And there you have it, 5 things you need to know to keep your dog from peeing in the house. Thanks so much for watching today. Don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe to our channel, and then share it with other puppy parents who need house training help.